So apparently, I've got it going. And to understand what was fundamentally wrong with this, we have to take it apart yet again. You see, using 309 wishbones on a 205 is a common modification to get some camber. Problem is, I didn't order 309 wishbones, and my car isn't lower to compensate for it. If only I knew. Now, over the last episodes, it's become very clear that I had my fair share of trouble getting this car to be reliable. And the overarching sentiment that I've encountered is, it's French, what do you expect? And I have to there has to be context to that, because I think that statement is just plain wrong. The people that made this car, which was phenomenally popular back in the day, are the same people who won the manufacturer's title 2 years in a row during Group B. Like the bee's knees, the stuff we all love, Peugeot took home the title. I also have a Range Rover Classic sitting over there. That is British through and through. And I can't stand the fact that people assume something isn't going to work because of the country it's coming from. The only reason why you've never seen me fail on a Porsche 924 is because I've had almost a decade of experience before I started showing it. And on the Range Rover, you didn't see me fail because that was wholly cut out. There were weeks where I didn't know what to do. We've went through the entire braking system of the Range Rover at least 2 times before it became functional in the end. And even on my 924S, I've had to pull the rear axle out twice because I did the adjustment wrong. The difference is, this time, the process is visible. This car had been off the road for a decade, and even then, it had an engine swapped in by someone who didn't quite know what they were doing. I have never worked on a Peugeot before, and I have no idea how these things go together. I went by a parts catalog, which was incorrect, and I just didn't know any better. So my quest was to get something that sat for so long and take 4 weeks and have it perfectly reliable daily driving. And with what I demand of a car, that's just not realistic. And that is the reason why I kept failing and failing and failing on this, because I didn't quite go all the way. I didn't pull the engine. I didn't pull the gearbox. I didn't pull the fuel tank. If I did all of those things, the car probably wouldn't be driving here today. But if I were to put it back together, I'm pretty sure it would work. And that's the thing that I want to get across is, the reason I stuck with this is because I believe it's a fantastic idea. And to me, the pleasure I get out of driving this, within the first 3 or 4 minutes was already, well, surpassing the last bit of fun I had in my Porsche. So I would say the 205 is done now. I wanted a daily driver, and I got a daily driver. Arguably, I took a lot of a detour by not buying a standard TU-powered 205 that runs and drives and is registered, but instead this big-ass project. But now I have a GTI for arguably a lot less than what the market would command for such a vehicle. And I would like to revisit the whole camber thing, you know, maybe a degree and a half in the front and 10 or 15 mil wider in the rear. Because I really liked the setup before, and who knows. But I'm very sorry. But we're not completely done with 205s. It's just, you see, up there, it's a very empty roof. And once you have something on the roof, you can do lots of things. Anyway, I'm hungry. I'm gonna eat now. Bye. I'm not even sure I have cutlery here.